Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Danny Alvarez Jiu Jitsu in Arlington, Texas. Just out from my run, about to head home, and got some mental vitamins in my ear again, of course, and I just wanted to drop those to you as well. The topic for the day is make the change. All right, make the change. I had some really good conversations over the weekend on Friday, Saturday, actually yesterday too, just over dinner with a couple different groups of friends. And it just seemed like it was like the same topic that came up in all the conversations over the weekend. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you. One of the conversations was just it was a friend of mine. He was explaining to me about another friend of his that just loves to complain all the time. Well, every time he sees him, you know, it's the same conversation. It's the same complaining, whining, position that he's in, but there's no action to progress forward and get himself out of that position so that he can better himself and be happy. And then I was in another conversation. It was very similar, where some individuals are kind of working for someone else, where the leader of where they're at really just aren't helping them so that they can help the other people around them. So they're not pushing themselves in the right. They're not the leader really isn't helping the other people put themselves in a position where they can do their best work, do their best job. And so some of them are making changes or looking to go elsewhere to put themselves in a position so that they can do the best work that they can do and then help as many people as they can. And a lot of times that's what it's all about. Is sometimes wherever, that was for me, where I worked at, where I was at before at General Motors. Again, if you caught the story, just wasn't happy, had 11 years in, and it just wasn't what I wanted to do, but I was ingrained, because it was what I was told I was supposed to do, or what I thought we were supposed to do. And so it was hard for me to kind of cut that cord and leave. And then eventually I just did, because I just couldn't see myself settling and spending the next 20 years with General Motors, actually 19 years, and wait for a retirement and things like that. I let go of all my benefits. I let go of some really good health insurance. At that time with General Motors, we didn't pay anything, like anything at all. I mean, I had a knee surgery. It was like $10,000. I didn't pay a dime for it, not one penny. And then all the pension that I had and everything, or that I was going to get if I stayed there 30 years or whatever. But that to me, that wasn't worth it. My happiness was worth it. So I had to make that change, but it was hard to do. It was scary to do. And for some of us, it's the same song and dance every time. I think we all, unless it's you, it could be you, or someone for sure. It's the same song and dance every time you meet up with them. Every weekend, you kind of go somewhere, kind of socialize a little bit, meet up, have some dinner, and then it's the same story over and over and over again. And it's like, hey, you want to be a good friend or family member for someone to kind of, to talk to. But also you're kind of wondering, when are you going to make the change? When are you going to get yourself out of that position so that it's not the same song and dance all the time? And I think sometimes we just get used to being what Les Brown, I was just listening to, he was talking about a volunteer victim. Like, you're volunteering yourself to, sorry about the wind, guys, it's really windy out today, but you're volunteering yourself to be that victim. You are playing the victim, and then after a while, it's kind of like playing the victim, I guess, because you continue to leave yourself in that position. And it's hard, it's hard. Like I said, I was in that position. I was in a position where, I was scared to leave. I was like, well, what if I leave and this doesn't work out? What if this doesn't pan out like it's supposed to? And then what's going to happen with my family and everything else that I spent all 11 years in, and this doesn't work out? But I didn't want to live the rest of my life like that. People out there are just kind of settling, and maybe you're just programmed and told over the years, like, this is where you're supposed to be, and you should accept where you're at now, because if you leave, you'll lose your retirement, you lose this, you lose that. But then for the next 20 years or 15 years or for however long you're going to stay there until you retire, you're going to be unhappy. So every day you go to work, it sucks. every day you go to work, you're around people that you don't really want to be around. You know, you really can't be your absolute best if you're in an atmosphere that sucks. You know, that could be a relationship. It could be, the food that you're eating. It could be, for me, I know a lot of people, it's financial too. A lot of people just financially just shoot themselves in the foot over and over and over again, to where, you got credit card debt for things that you don't even wear anymore or own anymore, and things like that, where you need to start putting yourself in a position to where you can start winning and get rid of that credit card debt. And then on top of that, it affects other people around you, affects your family members. Things can't get done, or you can't get the things that you want because you financially put yourself in a position that's just hurting everyone. So I just think for a lot of you out there that are looking to make that change, you just need that little extra push, just some positive reinforcement to go forward. Try it. I mean, progress equals happiness. That's just, and I was listening to Tony Robbins, that's what he just said, progress equals happiness. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I think it's really, really important that too many of you out there are either being a volunteer victim or you're playing the victim, and it's enough of that. Like, it's enough. It's time to just pick it up, make a change, and just go in a different direction and put yourself in an atmosphere that's gonna better you. Again, I go back to the eating part. Start changing what you eat. Start going for a walk. If you don't have the equipment that you want, just get some cheap running shoes and start walking. Eventually it turns into a jog, turns into a run. Then maybe you're working out with some other things or whatever. But you got to put yourself in a position and put yourself around the right people, so that you can progress and go forward. Don't settle and spend the next however many years you got left of just being unhappy every time you go to work, or every time you're, whatever relationship that you're in, or whatever that you don't like. Fix it so that you can like it, and put yourself in a position to where you can grow, and then to be the best version of you. Because a lot of us are settling, and we're not doing that. We're accepting mediocrity and like below average, and and then we don't think that we can do anymore. And you can. You just got to have the right support system around you to do that. And for me, it always comes back to jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu just helps me with that. It's helped a lot of my students with that. That's why most people show up. Very few people really come in for self-defense. They're looking for a change. They're looking for a different version of themselves. And running and working out, this didn't cut it. Maybe yoga didn't cut it, and jiu-jitsu's cutting it. Jiu-jitsu's making it work. It's making it happen. I just I did an interview, if you guys caught it, with Miss Vincenza the other day. How jiu-jitsu is giving her what the other workouts weren't giving her. And now it's just giving her a better version of herself. She's on the right path. She started to make that change, and then her family's starting to benefit from it, and everything around her is just starting to just look up and look better. So for all those out there that are kind of stuck in a position, get yourself out of it, get unstuck, start making the right moves, put yourself in a different position, take a chance, make a change. And again, a lot of it has to do with what you're reading, what you're listening to, and what you're eating, how well you're taking care of your body. All right, you guys have a great day, great rest of the week. It's an awesome Monday. I got to get back so I can get back to my students. All right, we'll see you guys soon.